having a team meeting today, so we're gonna go get some pizza for the rest of the team, all right? We're gonna be talking about some strategy to take over, all right? World domination, that's what we're talking about today. So let's first get some food. If you know anything about me, I'm all about the food. I put the food first. Oh yeah, that one. And we can actually literally be part of the lead trifecta. No, just get them by it. Big deal. Invest. You're talking about lead gen. And I can prove to you that this is going to yield higher ROI than hiring another salesperson. Guaranteed. Hands down. So I think lead trifecta is, like I said, I think it's the best of all of it. Content creation, offer, advertising, all in one. It has nothing to do with organically getting traffic. It has everything to do with promotion, putting the carrot in front of the right person. They grab it, they bite it, they go into our funnel, and something happens. You know what I'm hearing? Okay. We're gonna go meet a mentor for about 30-40 minutes. Entrepreneurs don't understand how important it is to have people that are smarter than you, brighter than you, instill good strategies and qualities in you. We don't really know everything that we need to know about business. We need to learn from other successful entrepreneurs. You know, entrepreneurs are so comfortable. They're happy. They're not always hungry, and I think there's a point in time when you see success and when you get a little comfortable, and that's when you could possibly fail, is that you work really hard, you get to a certain stage, and you're like, oh man, I think I got it easy. You know, you never know who's out there working nights and weekends, building the next app to put you out of business. So I never really ever think that whatever strategies and tactics that you use to get to where you are is what you're going to need to do to get to the next level. It's probably something completely different that you've never thought about. I'm going to give you the #1 thing that you should be doing in your startup if you want to take it to the next level. This is what I do. This is what I tell people to do constantly. So it goes like this. It's called ABT. You know what that means? Always be testing. Okay? This is the mode that you're always in. You're always testing your homepage. You're always testing the headline, your value prop, your pitch. You're always testing the UI, UX of your product. You're always pitching. You're always testing your pricing when it comes to your pricing page. You want to be testing your headline, okay? In an ad copy, you want to be testing bids. You want to be testing ad copy, right? You want to make sure the creatives are really good. You want to be testing your subject lines for your emails. You want to be testing the call to action as it relates to everything, whether it's your PPC, your Facebook ads, your blog, right? You want to be, if it's your social magnet like we have here in ClickX, where you can put a little magnet when you share a piece of content on social media to drive traffic back to your website, your welcome bar, whatever the lead form that you have on your website whether you're giving away an ebook or you're giving away free consultation, you want to be testing out the call to actions. If you're doing a webinar, all right, what do you want the webinar them to do? Do you want to say, save my seat? Do you want to be registered now? Do you want to say, book a time? Whatever it is, you want to be testing these things. So I don't think startups really understand how much testing really goes into creating something that's perfect. If you ever look at Google, Google's always testing, Facebook's always testing, apps are always iterating and coming up with new versions of it. So this is really what I live by. I enjoy every single day going into work and testing and proving whatever I have could be improved. All right, we would always have an hypothesis. If we change this, can we make it better? So tools like our landing page creation, you can do an A/B testing of what actually is improving. We can A/B test ad copies. Actually, you can A/B test ad copies. Right? You can A/B test subject line in MailChimp. It's really easy to do that. You can A/B test call to actions. You can A/B test your pitch that you give to people. You can say, hey, if I say this, this works. You can A/B test the verticals that you go after, right? So, verticals, all right? Or you can A/B test the different industries that you're going after. You say, hey, if I give it to this industry, it sells a lot easier than if I sell it to that industry. Or you can A/B test an annual plan on your website versus a monthly plan on your website. Who do they buy better? Do they buy the monthly plan? Do they buy the annual plan? What's the conversion rate, all right, on an annual plan on your website versus the monthly plan? All of these things have to be constantly tested. Even you can test the colors and say, hey, if we change the color, is there a correlation with higher conversion on our website? So this notion of testing has to be ingrained into your organization. All right, it has to be ingrained from the top to bottom, because if you're not constantly testing different strategies to improve your customer success, your customer retention, if you're not constantly testing different ways to improve your reach to your audience, if you're not testing what is driving the most engagement in your social media, right? Think about that. Testing different types of content, testing different headlines for your webinar that you're going to host, or an ebook, right? What kind of ebook promotion actually is driving the most result? I mean, I can't emphasize. I would say this is the number one hack, the number one tip I can give when I mentor people or when I talk to people, and they always ask me about marketing strategies, marketing hacks, and I say, hey, have you been testing it? Have you tested which one's working? Have you tested your website? Have you tested your social media campaigns? Have you tested your Facebook ads? And they always say, yeah, I'm running it, but are you running any active tests? The answer is no, we're not running any tests right now. Or am I A/B testing my homepage? Not really, we're not doing that. Are we testing the length of content on Google to see what is it ranking better, or the number of shares? Am I testing subject lines on emails? Oh, not really, not at the moment. Am I testing ad copies, right? They're not. The fact of the matter is this is really hard to do, and you're gonna need to have some resources to be able to do it. But I tell you, if you can build a culture of testing, always be testing, then it is ingrained to the rest of the organization that this is the way to go, this is the only thing. Or you can have teammates that already said, hey, I have tested it, this is what wins. A always wins over time. Now we can test with an A1 and an A2 with a minor variations instead of A and a B, and say, hey, this is continually improving over time. You get it? So you're continually improving. So I would say this is the number one thing that you could do. Just when you have nothing to lose, you should be testing more and more. Because when you're dealing with hundreds of conversions and thousands of dollars, you know what? One test could really screw up your bottom line. But when you're dealing with $0, right? You should be figuring out how you can make my 0 to a 1, and how do I make my 1 to 100 and to 100,000. So I would say, look at where your best opportunity is for testing and get to work. What's up, YouTube? This is our new video series. It's called Startup Hustle, where we talk about our own startup clicks into growth mode and scaling it. We're going to talk to other startups in Chicago. We're going to mentor them. We're going to learn from them. And you do not want to miss out any of this. So I want you to subscribe to this channel right now.